Science.
Weird science.
It's great.
Get the move together at the end.
At the end, should we
choreograph like
the last two bars, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
We'll get it.
We'll get it.
Crazy.
Yeah, we'll get it.
So this is Weird Science.
Yes.
Choreography.
We are in the future, or we're in the now, whatever you prefer. You can make your spouse your partner,
Like
right? In the lab. So you're in the lab, right? You're in the lab. You're going to make your partner. You can imprint 5 albums into their head that will be cornerstones of who they are and what they like. What are those records?
Look at his glasses.
Well, oh man.
5
albums.
records and go in their brain.
Go in their brain.
You want some time to think about it?
Because 5 albums.
We'll give you a second.
I think we just look at each other maybe at the end of the last week.
5 albums to imprint on my Robo spouse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Robo spouse. 5 albums.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Robo spouse. 5 albums.
Yep.
Robo spouse. 5 albums. What the fuck? Hold on.
Come on, you got this one.
Robo spouse. 5 albums. What am I about to play? This robot.
You put it
Check
in.
No,
this
it's
out,
going
baby.
in.
Oh, it's just.
It's
You're
imprinted
putting
in there.
in her brain.
Yeah.
Those are going to be the 5 albums that are in the brain, which will then dictate what they like. You know, it'll start their musical,
taste.
their own musical journey.
Yeah, their taste.
But that's the,
Okay, I mean there's one that comes to mind out the gate. The Electric Love album is like a Moog concept orchestra album.
Hmm.
You know, it's
Electric Love.
Electric Love.
Who's the artist?
It's a concept orchestra.
Okay.
That was one of those earlier Moog albums.
Okay.
It's like another one that comes to mind maybe is I don't know. I feel like you got to put some Parliament in there. But it's like which one? Dr. Frankenstein or right? Dr. Frankenstein. Like with the right? What's the one with night? Well, yeah, no, that's the one. That's the one.
That's Dr. Frankenstein.
That's Dr. Frankenstein. And with the placebo syndrome, right? That's Dr. Frankenstein. So we got Electric Love, Dr. Frankenstein, Stevie Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got to be, you got to understand the experience. You got to understand,
Absolutely.
Man's experience.
Which Stevie?
Which
album?
Stevie though, huh?
Which album?
It's not the high Stevie, not the I'm high as fuck Stevie. What is it? Not Intervisions. I mean, Intervisions is kind of, well, song, but that's the big one though.
That's the big one.
That's the big one.
Plants.
That's interesting. Is it what's the other one? Talking, but not talking.
Talking book.
Talking book. What?
I forget what songs are on what albums. Too many.
Yeah, it's hard to remember all
though.
the time.
So should I just put all Stevie Wonder albums in her head?
Sure, we'll let it go. We'll let it go.
It's all Stevie.
One of them.
We'll let it go.
Yeah, sure.
It's all
We'll let it
Stevie
go.
and then like Alexander O'Neal.
Sure.
Like,
That's my shit. I love
Stevie
Alexander.
Wonder and then like Alex.
He tricked me, by the way. You know, he went in and had to re-sing all his old songs.
That's right, because that's right. That's the only way
lady
he
shit.
can.
Oh,
Yes.
I know this story.
I tried to go there one night, maybe last year.
Yeah.
I'm just in the hotel. I'm like, play some Alexander O'Neal.
Yeah.
I put on
If he were here tonight.
If you were here tonight.
That's the one. That's
You
the
were
one.
here. Dude, I put that on and I was like,
It
it
sound
ain't
like
really hitting the same.
right. It sound like cigarettes.
Oh, man. Yeah. Then I
He still got the voice. It's just
not so
Mm.
much. Not so much, bro.
Hey,
I looked
man.
at that thing, I was like, oh, it's not the same one. Like, he had
If
to
you was
Had the
here
reissue on the front.
Oh,
tonight,
man. It was pretty cracky. It was cracky. It was cracky. Oh,
if
man.
you was here tonight.
Tonight.
He hit a dance move and do a sigh.
Oh, man.
Look, actually, have you got a chance to see him?
Never.
Look, you got to. There's some things you got to. I feel like there's some things we ain't got to. We ain't. They're not here for long.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got the. There's two ones for me that were like. I don't ever have a bucket list. My bucket list, it's got to be written in like Chinese or something.
Yeah.
But I got to see Alexander perform, bro. I was in London at the Jazz Cafe, and it was funny as hell because when you say like, sometimes you like when you want to go see something, and your friends be like, "You want to go see Alexander O'Neal at the Jazz Cafe?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at my friends like,
Absolutely.
"Do you understand? Can't you understand it? Girl, you know how much I care.
Yeah.
It's not the way we planned it. No. If you would only." I'm like this. Look, I was in that audience. Them British people were, like when they look and they're like this. Okay, he's singing every note. It's like, okay, all right, now you want to tell me to shut up, but it's one of them things where it's like, that's okay. I think that's Thundercat
I
singing.
don't know if I can tell
Singing
him to
every
shut
note.
up.
He's really enjoying the show.
That is Thundercat.
Oh yeah, I don't want to tell him to shut
Don't
up.
tell him nothing.
It's
nothing.
Be quiet.
Nothing. He's
It
quiet.
was when I say I'm so happy. I went and watched Alexander O'Neal perform, smoking. He was smoking a Newport.
Woo!
Had his little joint flipped up,
Right.
and he was going in.
Oh, the other one. My sunshine.
Oh my God.
My sunshine.
Oh my God, bro. There's too many. There's
Woo!
too many. There's too many. The Christmas album. Fake is still like, let me tell you something. I was calling the motherfucker fake. That's still one of the dopest songs. Cause you're a fake. Like that's I ain't never heard nobody sing nothing like that on a record. It's been all kind of bitches and hoes since, but calling the nigga fake.
Fake.
Calling the nigga fake in the club. That's another that's an old school diss that there's no rebuttal.
Oh, no.
Phony.
You fake.
At that point, you got to take your glasses off.
Yeah, you like this. Is this nigga speaking to my soul? I am not a bitch. It make you want to fight. But yeah, no, Alexander O'Neal. I don't know. I mean, part of me also, there's,
You got one left.
What is it, Steely Dan Asia?
Mm.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah, sure.
Steely Dan. There's also like, there's a few that come, I got my, Wayne Shorter, Soothsayer, there's a couple of things that come up, but the Steely Dan Asia,
Sure.
Steely Dan Asia still is one of the most relevant, like, albums, not just because of how many times, people sample it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Listening to Donald Fagen's writing,
Yeah.
you just go, what the hell was he writing about? And you go, and so is life.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
putting those two together and being like, oh, okay. I feel like that Steely Dan Asia, you be like this, okay, everything now makes sense. Or like Frank Zappa's like, I don't know. I don't know. There's too many. 5 albums, man.
That's
not fair.
There's limited data processing in the future.
Because my bias is going to buck it up.
Limited data processing.
Limited data processing.
In the future.
But
you couldn't afford the higher model droid. So
oh my God.
The one we're getting you. Just only has enough space for 5.
I didn't have enough like, currency.
17 megabyte memory.
17 megabyte.
That's all it's got.
5, right? Like you got 5 albums and they barely play. And it's dang, man. Naturally, of course I want to say Jago early. But I'm like, I need, and this is going to, is it going to dictate music selection or like functionality?
Wow. I don't.
Am I trying to convey a message to her to convey a message to me? Like, motherfucker, this is what we on. Or is this like, now go forth and find me more, you raggedy bitch? Like, what?
Well, that's why we decided to word this question this. Because this is a common question. Like,
because is this the album I'm trying to smash to? Is this Is this what I'm smashing the robot to, or is this
No.
No.
because if that's I
But it
could give
could
you
be.
5
It's
albums
kinda-
I can
it's
smash
kinda-
a
it's
robot
just-
to.
it's kinda-
5 albums to fuck robots to. What else you got? Kraftwerk.
Drew Hill, Drew Hill, Michael Franks, Sade. Yeah, that's a whole. I can find 5 albums to fuck a robot to, real quick. The Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack.
Oh wow, Mad Rings coming out.
Just
There's
like,
mad rings everywhere.
just knocking the coins out of.
A whole room full
Yeah.
of rings.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. St. Alfonso's pancake breakfast.
Right.
And
Right.
Mm.
Whole podcast getting shut down.
Mm.
Should have invited me. No,